Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Coach Cecil. All right, listen, I'm not going to be here along with you tonight, but I am going to try to help because, well, quite frankly, I think it's important to help folks because people are struggling and trying to figure out, I don't know what to do with this whole Medicare thing. They're having a hard time. And I figure if maybe I can help just as I've gone through this process, not personally, but as I've, had folks ask for clarification, and they've asked to get help. And so I'd love to help you navigate this thing and understand how to be able to take care of if you're a senior, then let's help you make better choices for yourself. And if you are a loved one that has a senior citizen in your life, that could be a parent, could be an aunt, uncle, cousin, whatever it might be, and you're like, this thing is a maze, it's crazy, and you want to be able to get some help. I'm here to help make that happen, and maybe have a little fun doing so as well, trying to make it lighthearted. So welcome. Today we're going to talk about Medicare, and it really it's this is really focused on how to simplify it to help you understand the basics, and I have a little fun with it as well. Hopefully that's okay, and I'm trying not to bore you too much. Just have a little humor with it as we go through the conversation. So I'm gonna share some information. I'm not gonna take long at all. That's the goal. So I'm actually gonna set my timer right now so we can get to this information quickly, and so you can hopefully learn something new for those that maybe don't know much about this. So let's go through the process real quick, and give me a second as I share my screen and share some information with you briefly. And again, I know this is a serious topic. A lot of folks are looking, but I want to try to have a little fun with it if that's okay. The goal is for this to be educational, just kind of lighthearted. But this is not about me selling anything to you. I'm here to help be a guide, right? My goal is to share with you the reasons why you want to be intentional. And if by chance you would like at the end to get referred to some folks that can help you, I'm happy to do that. I have some resources I can point your way to help you to navigate, because I really think it's important for you to have an agent, and so I can refer some folks that can help you with that. So let's kind of go through the process. So let's first of all break the ice. And this is for all the folks that have been going through this process. So raise your hand if you've gotten a Medicare letter and said, what in the world is this, right? Y'all have seen the commercials everywhere. It's all over the place. You're constantly being bombarded by information. Anybody know what I'm talking about? See shit, show of hands. If you're like, oh, this is ridiculous. I feel like I'm constantly being contacted, right? Or here's the other one. For those of you that have already made the switch, and then you're like, hold up, what the heck changed? No clue what changed. No idea if anything changed. You're not sure if you even got you're not sure what happened, and you may have been told, well, this is what I should do or how I should do it, and you're like, yeah, I think I might have got bamboozled, right? Or how many of you have attended a one of these events and got a booklet, and you fell asleep trying to read the daggone booklet, trying to understand what they're talking about, because you're like, I don't know what they're talking about. These Medicare booklets have all this information, but I have no clue what they're trying to tell me. And then most importantly, normally I would do this and it'd be in person. You're like, hey, I'm here for the snacks. Because sorry, y'all, there's no snacks on Zoom or on YouTube. But that's what this is about, us being able to help you to be able to create change and be able to do what you need to do. So let's just kind of start off with Medicare and what it is. It's a federal health insurance program that's here in the US, and it's really focused on you being able to, at the age of 65, get care. And this is really important. A lot of folks are unaware of what that looks like. And I think it's really important for you to know that this is something offered at the age of 65 that you have invested in, that you deserve, right? You have a right to this, and it's something that you deserve. It's a part of your journey. It's part of you getting help. Now, there are four parts to Medicare. Now, this is the part that people get kind of tricked with, and they're kind of confused by this concept. The federal government provides two of them, the hospital insurance and the medical insurance. Those are the two things that are provided for you. You need to get additional support for you to get the other parts, prescription drug plans, and then the Medicare Advantage plans. Those are the plans that you would pay that are separate from what the government automatically provides to you. And it's important for you to understand that, because I think a lot of people are confused by that concept. So let me break it down. And I'm going to use a house as an example to kind of make it. So think of Medicare like a building or a home, building a house, right? Each part protects a different area of your health. I want to make sure you get this, because as you walk through how this is all done, you need to understand what it looks like for you to be properly covered. Part A, that's the roof. hospital stays, skilled nursing, hospice care, your major protection overhead. And that's the most important piece for you to understand. Like this is you getting the big things that take care of you as you're getting older. Like this is huge. Part B, it's the walls, right? Again, this is protective, right? And it's preventive, right? Doctor's visits, outpatient care, preventive care services, your everyday medical support. Now, again, the problem that most people face is that they don't understand that these are the fundamentally important pieces of this. And now I want you to get this though. If you don't integrate the other components, oftentimes you have challenges, right? So part D, the medicine cabinet gives you prescription drug coverage. Now this is, a lot of folks don't understand how important that is because medications are not cheap. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And they keep increasing. So this is why it's so important to have a conversation with an agent to help to kind of look at, and I tell folks when you're going to have a conversation, sit down with the agent, tell what prescription drugs you're on, what kind of ailments you're dealing with, so they can kind of have that background information to be able to find the plan that's best for you. Now, here's the cool part. Part C, I'm going to call it the remodel, right? And this is the best way I can describe this to you. I want you to kind of think of this and understand that Part C, this is Medicare Advantage. It's one plan that covers it all. But it also oftentimes has some new, call house rules, right? Because it has some additional perks that come with it. So a lot of folks will ask me and say, well, hold up, I'm looking for this or looking for that. And I want to get these additional perks and benefits. And Part C is oftentimes where you get those benefits. So I want to make sure you understand again, A, protects you in the hospital. And this is going to, as far as your inpatient, your skilled nursing, some healthcare. Most people don't pay a premium. You paid for this via your payroll taxes. That's part A. Part B, as I mentioned, is the walls, right? So I want to make sure you understand this is medical insurance, right? So it covers doctor's visits, outpatient care, preventative care services, labs. There's a monthly premium based on your income. This is important for you to know. You usually pay 20% of the cost after meeting a small deductible, all right? And then part D, this is your prescriptions, right? So this is your plans. They're standalone drug plans, includes most Medicare Advantage plans. And this has, the drugs and things that you need to be able to take advantage as far as your medications. It has premiums and deductibles. The copays vary. And you need to review your plan annually in regards to this because it's really important to know what medications are the right fit for you based upon what's happening. And Part C, this is huge, right? And I want to make sure you understand because Medicare Advantage is an all-in-one plan. Right? These plans they're focused on private insurance companies that are approved by Medicare that combine parts A and B, and often it's part D in one plan. And then it may include extra benefits like dental, vision, hearing, transportation, fitness memberships. Many plans have a zero price premiums, but always check network copays and drug coverage so you understand what's the right fit for you. So I want to make sure you are thinking about these things because if you don't know these little details and nuances, then you may not get the right fit for you. All right. So generally speaking, so you understand, I don't want you to be confused. There are some common exclusions that are in your basic Medicare. So if you're going to get the basic Medicare, there's some common exclusions, right? So long-term care, nursing, or custodial care, dental cleanings, vision, hearing aids, overseas emergency care, most alternative therapies. Like these are things that you want to make sure you're aware of that may not be available. And it's really important for you to pay attention because cosmetic surgeries are also not included. I'm just being silly, right? Now, but there's some things for you to pay attention to because you may not realize some of these things. And that's the reason why the Medicare Advantage plans offer a lot of these benefits that are important for you to pay attention to, right? And so a lot of folks are like looking for certain things. And I was like, good luck. It's not going to be there. And you need to be aware of that when you're choosing the plan. Don't just think about the money because the money up front may be a concern, but on the back end, it's a whole different issue if you don't have the plan that's the right plan for you. It's an important piece to pay attention to. Now here's some important pieces for you to pay attention to. A lot of folks are totally unaware of the fact that there are time frames for everything. And the reason why you're seeing all the ads, and it's crazy because this is open enrollment season, right? October 15th to December 7th is your annual enrollment period. That means everybody that has Medicare is able now to be able to adjust their plans. Now, this is important for you to pay attention to. Most folks are unaware of two other factors. Number one, when you turn 65, 3 months before turning 65, and 3 months after, so a total of about 7 months, you're in a position to benefit. So your annual enrollment, you can change as many times as you want, kind of find the plan that's the right fit for you. If you want to change plans, that's an important reason why I encourage you to, take advantage of a concierge service that will help you to be able to get the support and get the white glove kind of treatment to help you figure out what's the right fit for you. But this is every year, this annual enrollment is important because you have the ability to change every year up through December 7th. It's important. It's an important date to pay attention to. Now, once you take advantage of an Advantage program, right? Medicare Advantage, now you have an additional option to make it one adjustment, and that's January 1st to March 31st. And those are for the Advantage, Medicare Advantage folks. And that's an important piece for you to pay attention to because most folks don't know that. And so you have that extra time frame for you to be able to have an additional open enrollment season that you're able now to make that adjustment for Medicare Advantage, right? So you want to pay attention to these time frames. You don't want to miss these enrollment timeframes because there are penalties that you can be assessed. And if you miss this stuff, it can have massive implications for you financially. It's not just like a one-time fee, but it can actually increase the cost of your care overall. And so you need to know and understand these timeframes so you're aware of the timeframes that allow you to be able to intentionally minimize any penalties that may last with you for years to come, for months to come, because of the fact that you just didn't take advantage and you didn't realize, all right? That's a really important piece for you to pay attention to. If you're having confusion, again, this is the reason why I tell folks, talk to an agent, have a conversation, speak to someone that can actually, and again, I'm not trying to be biased, but in my opinion, I recommend that you speak to someone that's a broker, right? That's not just representing one company, that's able to have a conversation with you and provide you with information so you're able to get a variety of choices and options. That's a great way for you to do that. And at the end, like I said, I'll provide my information, happy to refer you to some folks that can help you to be able to make better choices. And I think that's an important part of the conversation. So what I want to do really quickly is kind of give some samples and examples. And I think this is important for you to pay attention to. We use two different people, right? You got Mildred and we got Earl, right? So Mildred, listen, she's got low prescription copays. She wants to be able to keep her specialist. She wants predictable out-of-pocket costs, and she maybe wants some extra coverage for physical therapy. Now, Earl, catastrophic coverage for emergencies, flexibility to stay active and healthy, basic drug coverage, low monthly premiums. He takes one pill and plays pickleball every other day. So when you have these kind of conversations, when you're talking about your care, it's important for you to give the agent you're talking to all the information. The more information they have, it gives them a better position for them to be able to give you the right plan, because it's not one size fits all. The perfect Medicare choice actually depends on your doctors, your medications, and your quality of life, the kind of quality of life you have and how you live your life. So you want them intentionally think about and plan so that you're not just kind of like winging it, right? Because I think a lot of folks will generally wing it and they don't realize that, you want to pay attention to the little details, because the little details and nuances make all the difference, period. And that's a huge deal. So most folks are unaware of these things. So I work with a licensed agent. Now, this is an important piece. I'm going to tell you right now, trying to compare Medicare plans by yourself is like baking a cake with no recipe, right? And everything is labeled flour-ish. Okay, imagine that, right? Imagine trying to bake a cake with everything being labeled flour-ish, right? A licensed agent is your recipe book. They know what works together and what doesn't blow up in your oven. And I think that's an important piece for you to pay attention to. Agents are here to help you navigate. They're going to help you compare plans, help you review dozens of options to find what fits your needs and budget. And I actually highly recommend having an agent, because most people actually don't have agents. They'll just, call into a company or whatever. I recommend that you have a personalized agent, whether it's an agency that has several agents that you can utilize and speak to, or a personalized agent. I encourage you to have an agent. And it's important for you to understand that agents going to protect your interests. The focus is on to work with you, not the insurance company. There's no pressure, no sales pitches. They're just focused on helping you to get the need that you want. And they're going to give you ongoing support. So this is important for you to pay attention because year after year, as your plans change, you want someone that's there, that's vested in helping you to be in the best position, right? And again, I'm not an insurance agent. I'm not here because I'm speaking to you about this because this is what I do. I'm just sharing the information to educate, and then I guess, like I said, I can refer you to some folks that can help you that I would recommend that are able to help you and as you navigate all of this. All right, so now let's kind of talk about a couple facts that I think are really important that I want you to pay attention to, right? And this is really important for you to understand. So at there's some kind of tests and questions that I want you to just pay attention to as you're doing this kind of facts and fiction kind of stuff, right? So first question, the thing I'm throwing out there is this: Medicare covers 100% of all your healthcare costs. Fiction. You have copays, you have deductibles. Some services aren't covered at all. It's important for you to know that and be aware of that. If you're still working at 65, you might not need to sign up right away. Fact, reality is if you have creditable coverage through your work, you may be able to delay without having a penalty. Medicare Advantage plans come with a free trip to Hawaii. Oh yeah, come on, y'all. We wish, right? Fiction would be nice. But some plans, right, the Advantage plans that we talked about actually provide you with gym memberships and other wellness perks that you'll be surprised that are available if you pay attention to what's offered. And this is why it's so important for you to pay attention to some of these things, right? So you're able to know and be aware of some of these really important factors, all right? So listen, you don't have to figure out about yourself. Remember, there are people that are here to help you. So you can feel confident, not be confused, maybe even have a laugh along the way to kind of get the support that you want, all right? So I want to make sure that you ask questions. No question is too small, it's too silly. Asking questions are what help you to be able to get the right care for you. Take your time to rush your decisions. It's totally fine. Take your time for you to find the right fit, to have the conversations, have the dialogue. You do have a deadline, so you want to make sure you're mindful of that and get the help you need. Folks are here to guide you through that process so you're able to choose the right options, and that's what this is all about. So I'm here to, just like I said, refer and recommend some folks if you like to be able to get some information about that. Reach out. You can comment info in the comment below, or you can reach out. My contact information is there. Again, the deadline for you to be able to take advantage, if you don't have an Advantage plan, is the 7th. So I want to make sure you are conscientious of that and choose to get that done December 7th, whenever you see this, right? And then you have the other timelines we've talked about. So I hope this is helpful. My goal was just to be able to provide some helpful information that could be able to support you. And as I navigate supporting and helping different demographics and groups, for me, this is all about providing useful information. I hope that you find this useful for you as you are going through your journey. And again, like I said, there's information that's in my bio that you can leverage and you can utilize. And yes, because I support and believe in the individuals I'm going to pass along, they do take care of me for taking care of them and referring you to folks that I trust personally. So here to help you, to be able to navigate this, because I know a lot of folks are struggling and having a hard time with it. So with that being said, as I say every day, if you can dream what God can achieve, let's go out, let's make our dreams our reality, because you know what? You deserve it. We bless y'all. So good to have you with me tonight. Thanks so much for taking the time, and I appreciate you being here as we navigate these waters, because I know a lot of folks are struggling and having a hard time in this season as they're trying to figure out how to do this. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Peace. Coach Cecil.